few days into this thing, does it feel real that you're part of an NFL team at this point?
Yeah, it's feeling pretty real. Just getting acclimated to learning new people, learning my new teammates and coaches, and just learning the whole new defensive system and team philosophies and things like that. So it's definitely feeling real now.
What have been the first impressions of the team?
I love it. I love the way Coach JG is running the program, the organization. Just the attitude around here is just very serious. Everybody holding each other accountable. It's very similar to where I come from at Clemson, so I really enjoy it.
After everything that you went through during your college career, what does it mean to be here right now?
It means a lot. Had so much adversity and things I had to overcome throughout my college career, but it molded me into who I am today, and just very appreciative of the opportunity.
The player you are right now, the player you would have been if you left after 3 years, like you felt you were.
Oh, no, not at all. I was a younger guy back then and was a projected first round after my third year. But going through all of that I did, I just wasn't a mature player back then. Wasn't a man yet. So if I would have came out, I wouldn't have lasted long in this league at all, just with the mindset I had back then. So definitely what I have now today and things I've learned and the habits I've developed has definitely molded me into the pro athlete I am today.
I know a lot of people talk about guys coming in the league when they're younger, and obviously that gives them a little bit more runway potentially for a long career. But what does it mean, like you were just saying, to come in a couple years later, a couple years older, and really be able to be, for lack of a better term, a real adult by the time you get to be a pro athlete? How much do you think that will help you?
I feel like it helps me a lot, just with the mindset I have, just knowing, coming in with the right mindset, just learning from all the vets, and just knowing how to operate like a pro, how to take care of my body, and how to treat my nutrition like a pro. Just everything that I do, creating a routine for myself and just knowing what to do, and not just be a younger guy just jollying around. Just I really know how to really be a professional athlete throughout the things that I learned throughout my college career.
What's been your introduction so far to the pass rush room, Coach Rod, the players that your teammates, your position group?
You said, what were you
What's
asking?
the introduction kind of been like from your teammates, your coach, your position coach?
Just coming down with my head. It's going to be a lot of information, obviously, learning new things, but just come in ready to work and just put my head down and obviously not be a distraction. I'll always be on time, always be accountable and things like that, and I'll be treated like the rest of the guys in the room.
Has anything caught you by surprise?
No, not at all. It was more of what I expected. Obviously, going to be a new organization, new rules, new things like that. The way they run around here, everybody runs differently. So nothing caught me by surprise. I really just come in with the right mindset.
Can you speak to some of the things you went through at Clemson and how you overcame some of those issues?
Mm-hmm. So, after my 2020 year, that was my third year, and that was my COVID year. I basically sat out that year. I got about 50 pounds overweight, just going through some things back home, and we were sent away from campus and things like that. So I really had to, didn't know if I was going to play football again at all, because I was thinking about stepping away from the game just because of where I was at that time. And came back my fourth year and just wanted to really get myself back to where I wanted to be. And Coach Swinney gave me the opportunity to really do that for myself in regards to losing the weight and things like that. So that fifth year I came back, the fourth year I came back, I was still digging myself out of that hole. I had lost about 30 pounds during that time. And then the fifth year I came back, that's when I really got into the best shape of my life and had lost the whole 50 pounds I had gained. And I was really ready to go. And then I broke my foot 2 weeks before the season. That was my first career injury. And so I was able to deal with that pretty easily just because of where I dealt with in 2020. And I gave my life over to Christ in 2022. So my faith was in the right position, in the right direction. So I really know how to deal with that foot injury back then. And then I returned for my sixth season in 2023, and now we're here today. So it was just a lot of things I had developed over that time.
Now, what's it mean to you? Now, Dabo speaks very highly of you right now. What's that mean for you and to you?
It means to me a lot. He recruited me since I was 16 years old, so he gave me that opportunity to come play for his program and gave me the opportunity to really get myself back on my feet, because he could have moved on from the place I was in 2020. I could have been forced to transfer somewhere, so I really appreciate him to giving me the opportunity to really get myself back where I needed to be.
You spent the majority of the time at Clemson on the left side of the line. What's the comfortability going between both the left and the right here?
Yeah, I definitely enjoy the left more, but I can definitely play both. It was just what I was more comfortable doing, but I'm very liable to play both sides.
How are you feeling physically, like compared to, relative to the rest of your career? You feel like you're finally getting back on track, speed?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, so that 2023 season, I hadn't played in about 3 years in regards to where I sat out 2020. 2021, I was still digging myself back up, and then 2022, I had to sit out because of the foot injury. So 2023 was basically my fourth year playing football outside of my first couple of years. And so I really feel like my best self right now. I'm just ready to go.
Have you connected with any of the veterans in your room yet, or is it mostly you hanging with the rookies?
Yeah, I had known BJ and Jesse prior to coming here, just throughout college. And I had knew Tyreek. Me and him was in the same class. They just added him, obviously. So I already had a relationship with those three guys, and then learning Xavier and Dennis Gardick, those vets in the room. So they've really been taking me under their wing.
What is the adjustment like mentally and physically after a long college season, then you prepare for the combine, prepare for pro days, then the time you don't know where you're going to end up, and now you're in it. What is that whole adjustment like?
It was definitely, like, the whole pre-draft process was definitely stressful, but now that I was just ready to be whatever organization I was going to be at, so I can just be stable and just get to work. So it definitely feels way better now, just knowing that I'm here for good and just knowing that I can get to work.
Knowing, BJ, was that just crossing paths in the SEC, or did you know him otherwise?
It was just through, like, college connections, because I knew his brother Aziz, so I had known him through them. And Jesse throughout the college process. One of my best friends was Mike at Penn State, so I knew him through that. So that's just kind of mutual connections type thing.
You mentioned potentially stepping away from the game at one point. What really got you back into it?
Definitely me giving my life over to Christ in 2022. Obviously, that's the main thing, just having my faith in the right direction and having a good foundation with my Lord and Savior. So him and definitely Coach Swinney giving me the opportunity to really redshirt that year and really get myself back to where I needed to be. So definitely credit to them.
A lot of the guys last week we talked to said the rookie class is pretty tight-knit. You guys are staying in the same hotel. What's that been like for you? What are the relationships you've already kind of started to develop?
Very nice. You realize this rookie class is very mature, and guys that just know about their business and just ready to go to work. So it's really going to be a great class.
What's something most people don't know about you, maybe something unique about you?
I would say I'm a very nice person. I guess people see, like, the tattoos and things like that and get intimidated or something like that, but I'm a very nice, kind person. Oh, I'm not kind on the football field. That's a whole different ball game. But I'm just a very nice, big-hearted person outside the field.
Is there a tattoo that means the most to you?
I would say they're all mostly on the same level outside of the family tree. I got my mom and my 4 sisters. I grew up around them. My dad was locked up until I was 18, so just my family tree of my mom and my sisters.
How was that growing up with your mom and 4 sisters?
I mean, it has its pros and cons. I mean, you grow up around all women, you're dealing with a lot of different things. I got 2 older and 2 younger sisters, so it's definitely, it has its pros and cons, for sure.
Any hobbies away from the field? Have any hobbies away from the field?
I've been getting into golfing lately. I got into golfing around January. I always had teammates who golfed, but I never really got into it. I played baseball growing up, so it kind of, my swings come naturally. I don't really, not good at the accuracy point yet, but I know how to hit it for now.
You talked about this rookie class. How nice is it to be a part of a class that's so big where you're not the only one that's kind of learning your way? You got other people to kind of bounce ideas off of and so on.
It was really fun just getting to know new people, and just some of the guys I had known throughout the draft process coming in, like D-Rob. I had met him at the combine and things like that, and developed that relationship. And so I already knew him prior to coming here. So just getting to know new people and just knowing their backgrounds and where they're coming from is always nice.